Hey guys, thanks for back link to Sticker Restoration. As you can tell, got a little project here. What you're looking at is one of my all-time favorite RC cars. Just so happens not to be mine though. This is a vintage 1991 Tamiya Ferrari F40. This is a beautiful car. I do a lot of nice cars on my channel and stuff like that, but this is one of the pretty ones, isn't it? Who isn't a fan of a Ferrari F40 anyways? So, amazing car, beautiful, and you know, it's still got that age look to it too. It's kind of unique. This one is not perfect. It needed some polishing, so I had to polish it up and add a little bit of detail. But other than that, it's not bad. I oiled the bearings. This is a pretty important car in Tamiya's legacy. This would be within their 100, right near it anyway. So this is a number kit number 58098. So number 98 for them. So very important car. This is used a similar chassis to a Mercedes race car, the C11. That was be the first ones to adapt to a different type of chassis in their type of pan car type of RCs, which is more updated, more structured, has the carbon fiber bits in it. We'll see. I'll show you all that in just a second. And a updated bevel type of drive gear setup in their direct drive unit. So very sophisticated car. I would have loved if they would have kind of gave you an option of two type of tires. These are foamies, but it would be nice if they also gave you a rubber composition, just in case they didn't think that one day you might be running out of foams. You might need new foams. How are you gonna do? So that would be tough. I don't know if you know, other tires would adapt to this car. I don't know. So let's go ahead and show you the inside of it. So if you guys have one of these, please let us know how it is. There's been talk that this was probably one of Tamiya's fastest cars that they've done. It's supposed to be, at the time, do 30 miles an hour. I don't know if it'll do 30 miles an hour. I do know that it came with a sport tune motor. So there we go. The original owner hadn't replaced that motor because he had burnt the original one out. So pretty much the same thing. There's the inside. Typically, these came with an actual ESC unit. You can get a Tamiya ESC unit in there, or a Futaba. So pretty cool. These came with a package with the MSC in it, but typically you wouldn't have had that in this type of car. But it looks good, it displays nicely, so I put it in here for him. So, pretty neat. Here's the manual, 1991, right there. Pretty cool. Got some really neat stuff in it. You can definitely see the age of this one. It's kind of cool. So, pretty neat cars. I just put my own 2.4 in here in a Sprint ESC. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, they would also do a Tamiya QD series. People getting you know, introduced into the hobby. Maybe perhaps, you know, your dad would have this car, or brother, or mom, or sister, or whatever, a bigger one. And they would want to drive too, so Tamiya made the QD for this one as well. That would be a 9.6 volt battery and probably a 380 motor or something along that line. Could be even smaller than that. So hopefully I'll get my hands on that. You know me, I like to even do the toy cars on my channel. I've done a few of them. So it was vintage RC, it's going to be here. So yeah. Super stoked that I was able to get my hands on this car, do a little bit of touch-ups to it. It still needs a little bit more, but yeah, exciting. Can't wait to drive this thing. So we'll do a speed test too. So without further ado, we're gonna go straight into what it took to make the Tamiya Ferrari F40 look like this. It wasn't much. And then we'll go into the driving portion of the video. That's gonna start right now. Alrighty guys, right now we're getting ready to do a little cleaning and fine tuning just to make sure everything looks pretty good and runs. We're also gonna probably flip over and use a 2.4 gigahertz radio temporarily. It's got one radio set up in here. I'm probably not gonna take it out, I'll probably leave it in here. I don't think it's gonna really change anything. I got to oil the bearings, got some oil here. It's gonna go in the bearings and just normal things. So then we're going to go to the body once we get the electronics fitted and working properly and get that polished out and get that shined up a little bit. So this is not my car, this is a friend of mine's car. So I want to make sure I don't do anything or mess up anything. So we got to do a lot of cleaning. So I'll probably have to take the electronics out just to wash it really good, just to get some of the grime off. I want a nice clean car. Then once we do the body, I got to figure out how to fix one of the mirrors. It keeps moving around a lot. So I got to fix a gasket on that. So a few little things and then we'll hit the road. Alrighty guys, so what we're getting ready to do is put the electronics and everything inside the car, and then we can put the body and all that. But before we do any of that stuff, since we got a beautiful clean car now, we're going to remove the wheel off the back. And the reason why I'm wanting to show you this is just in case you don't have the manual, you're not going to be too frustrated on how to take the rear wheel off. You'd think it'd be simple stuff just like the front wheel, but it's not. It's a little more complex than that. So with the front wheel, you just release a bolt, no big deal there. With the rear wheel, there's 3 steps in this one. Actually, 4 steps. So what we have to do first is we have to unscrew here. That's one step. Then we have to take our needle nose pliers and gently pull slowly like that. We got the hubcap off, or veneer. And then that's 2 steps. We have 1 screw here, that's 3rd, and another screw here. So you have to do 4 things in order to take the wheel off, to just the one. So it's very unusual that Tamiya would do something like this. I'm sure there's other ways they could develop this with their engineers and stuff like that, where all you have to do was undo 1 bolt. But yeah, that's what we love about Tamiya. A little extra things to make you love it more, huh? So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and put the electronics in the car, and then we'll put the body and hit the road. All right, now let's get a top speed run. I'm thinking maybe 24. It does have that Sport Tune motor in it. $26 miles an hour. Wow, that's pretty good. All right, let's hit that run video, guys. She's off. So, getting that 26 mile per hour speed out of it, it's not bad at all. Definitely room for improvement with gearing, I would say. I'd probably just go maybe a tooth up. I just kicked out my cone. Drives nice. Handling's decent. I think with better tires, it would handle a lot better. Got plenty of mid-range torque. Top speed's pretty decent. Man, it just looks the business, I'll tell you. Has a nice sound to it, like all pan cars do, have that nice, smooth sound. I feel like it's a little light on the front. So the front end needs a little more weight to it for better rotation, but other than that, it just drives good. Slight drift. So the tires are doing all right. I think the more I drive it, the better the tire composition is becoming. Get more heat on it. Sport 2 motor doing its work. It's definitely working. Well, let's bring her on in, guys. That's gonna be a wrap on this bad boy. I want to appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I promise you're not going to want to miss what's coming up next. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. This was a hoot. Bye.